Hey, Slaycation Squad. Welcome back to the channel where every tale is a spine-chilling journey into the unknown. I'm your host from the Abyss. And tonight, we're diving deep into the shadows of horror. But before we embark on this hair-raising adventure, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a scream. Seriously, you won't want to miss what we have in store for you tonight. The town of Belo Quinto was shrouded in an air of mystery and whispers of the supernatural. As Father Andrew arrived at the centuries-old church in this forgotten corner of Brazil, he could feel a tangible sense of unease. The once majestic church now stood in disrepair, covered in vines and seemingly forgotten by time. Its dilapidated state only added to its eerie allure. Stepping through the heavy, creaking doors, Father Andrew was met with a sight that stopped him in his tracks. A statue of the Virgin Mary stood at the altar, elegant in its craftsmanship, yet marred by an otherworldly occurrence. The solemn face of the Madonna was streaked with blood, tears flowing down her pale cheeks. The crimson liquid pooled at her feet, forming a scarlet river amidst the faded beauty of the church. Father Andrew couldn't help but approach the statue, his heart pounding in his chest. He reached out hesitantly, his trembling fingers barely grazing the surface of the statue's tears. The warmth of the blood was unmistakable, sending a chill down his spine. Was this the work of a holy miracle or a sinister force? He couldn't deny the sense of awe and terror that gripped him. Whispers of disbelief filled the church as locals knelt in desperate prayer, their eyes fixed upon the weeping statue. Some claimed miracles had occurred, recounting tales of the sick being healed and prayers being answered. Others clung to their skepticism, believing that this was nothing more than a clever hoax. Father Andrew knew this was no mere trickery. The supernatural pulsed through the air, its power undeniable. In his heart, he felt a flicker of hope, a glimmer of belief that perhaps this weeping statue held the answers he sought. Answers that could potentially unlock the secrets behind Frankie's stigmata wounds. As he delved deeper into the strange happenings surrounding the weeping statue, Father Andrew quickly discovered that the local church authorities were less than forthcoming in their cooperation. They feared the exposure of the secrets that lay hidden within the church's history. Undeterred, Father Andrew tirelessly searched through ancient manuscripts and accounts written by long-dead priests. He listened to the stories passed down through generations, whispered in hushed tones by the town's elders. Finally, he stumbled upon a document that held the key to unlocking the enigma before him. The document spoke of a hidden gospel, believed to be written by one of the town's founding priests. It contained forbidden knowledge, truths that the church had desperately tried to suppress throughout the ages. This gospel, if it truly existed, could hold the secrets behind the weeping statue, the stigmata wounds, and the paranormal forces at play. Fueled by a newfound determination, Father Andrew embarked on a treacherous journey into the depths of the town's history, determined to uncover the hidden gospel. The path was not an easy one. He faced resistance at every turn. The church authorities, fearing exposure and upheaval, used their influence to hinder his progress. Yet, Father Andrew's resolve only grew stronger. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as Father Andrew sifted through crumbling archives, deciphering cryptic symbols, and piecing together fragments of the hidden gospel. Each step forward carried him closer to the truth. Yet the stakes grew higher with every secret unveiled. As the pieces of the puzzle started to fit together, Father Andrew began to comprehend the terrifying magnitude of what had been unleashed. The weeping statue, the stigmata wounds, Frankie's possession, they were all connected, intertwined by a dark and ancient malevolence. And at the center of it all was the spirit of Father Alameda, a priest whose thirst for forbidden knowledge had cost him his life centuries ago. Father Andrew's mind swirled with a mix of awe, horror, and an unyielding determination to free Frankie from the clutches of this malevolent force. He knew it wouldn't be easy. The battle ahead would test his faith and courage, pushing him to the limits of his physical and spiritual endurance. But as he stood before the solemn Madonna, tears of blood cascading down her marble visage, he made a solemn vow. He would confront the darkness that gripped Belo Quinto, confront the spirits that haunted Frankie, and bring forth the light of truth, no matter the cost. With steely resolve, Father Andrew embarked on the next leg of his journey, ready to face the malevolence that awaited him. He knew that the path ahead would be treacherous and fraught with danger, but the weeping statue had revealed enough of its secrets to compel him onward. The secrets of Belo Quinto would soon be laid bare, and the truth behind Frankie's stigmata and possession would be exposed. It was a truth that would shake the foundations of the church, challenge the beliefs of the faithful, and forever alter the lives of those involved. Little did Father Andrew know, this was only the beginning of a battle that would test his faith, awaken his own dormant demons, and force him to confront the deepest recesses of his soul. The weeping statue was just the beginning, a mere glimpse into the darkness that awaited him. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting eerie shadows across the dilapidated church in Belo Quinto. Its ancient walls creaked as if whispering long-forgotten secrets. Father Andrew stood before the weeping statue of the Virgin Mary, transfixed by the crimson tears that stained her delicate face. He could feel the weight of the destiny that had led him here, to this sacred yet forsaken place. With trembling hands, Father Andrew carefully unrolled the ancient parchment he had found tucked away in a hidden compartment beneath the altar. The parchment was brittle and yellowed with age, its delicate script fading into obscurity. Yet, as Father Andrew studied the words, they seemed to come alive before his eyes. It spoke of the gospel, a clandestine text that had been banished by the church centuries ago for its forbidden knowledge. This gospel, it seemed, held the key to unlocking the secrets behind Frankie's stigmata. Father Andrew's heart pounded in his chest as he began to comprehend the magnitude of what he had stumbled upon. The parchment spoke of a priest named Father Alameda, who had possessed a thirst for knowledge that surpassed the boundaries of the church's teachings. It was said that Father Alameda had dared to delve into the realms of the occult, seeking answers and power that lay beyond the reach of mortal men. But his quest had come at a great cost. Father Andrew's mind raced as he connected the dots. Frankie's possession was not merely a random occurrence, but a manifestation of the vengeful spirit of Father Alameda. Trapped between the ethereal and corporeal worlds, the stigmata wounds were a testament to this dark connection, the physical embodiment of his murderous end. A cold gust of wind swept through the church, extinguishing the flickering candle flames. Shadows danced across the walls, as if taunting Father Andrew, daring him to face the malevolent spirit that haunted this sacred space. Every fiber of his being screamed at him to flee, to abandon this treacherous path that lay before him. But Father Andrew knew that he had been called to confront the darkness, to fight for the salvation of Frankie's tormented soul. With a resolute determination, Father Andrew set off on a quest within the labyrinthine streets of Belo Quinto. He sought the sages and wise men of the village, those who still harbored ancient knowledge passed down through generations. Each step brought him closer to understanding the true nature of the hidden gospel and the power it held. As Father Andrew delved deeper into the forgotten corners of Belo Quinto, he encountered whispers of the spirit that now possessed Frankie. Locals spoke of strange occurrences, doors slamming shut in the dead of night, and chilling winds that whispered evil secrets into the ears of the unsuspecting. The presence of Father Alameda loomed like a specter, an entity driven by an insatiable thirst for forbidden knowledge. Finally, after days of tireless inquiry, Father Andrew found himself standing before an elderly sage, his eyes gleaming with a wisdom that transcended his aged frame. The sage revealed to Father Andrew the true purpose of the hidden gospel. It contained words so powerful, so profound, that they had been deemed too dangerous for even the most devout followers of the faith. The gospel held the key to unlocking the secrets of creation itself, a treasure trove of knowledge that could reshape the very core of existence. Father Andrew's faith was tested to its limits as he grappled with the weight of this revelation. How could he reconcile the teachings of the church with the forbidden knowledge contained within this gospel? But he knew that this was not a battle of faith alone. It was a battle against the malevolent spirit that threatened to consume Frankie's soul, and a battle to reclaim the purity of the church that had been tainted by secrets and corruption. Armed with the knowledge bestowed upon him, Father Andrew returned to Pittsburgh. The shadows of doubt and skepticism loomed large within the walls of the church itself. As he confronted Father Dario, a high-ranking figure with a vested interest in concealing the truth. But Father Andrew's conviction burned brightly, fueled by the knowledge that the salvation of Frankie's soul and the healing of the church were intertwined. As the confrontation unfolded, Frankie's possession grew more powerful, her body becoming a vessel for Father Alameda's wrath. Darkness seeped into every corner of her being, twisting her once vibrant spirit into a malevolent force that wreaked havoc on all who crossed its path. Only Father Andrew's unwavering faith and resolute determination allowed him to stand firm against this supernatural onslaught. In the climactic battle between good and evil, Father Andrew called upon all the spiritual and theological knowledge he possessed. He spoke the sacred incantations, rousing ancient forces that were hidden from mortal sight. The air crackled with energy as Father Andrew and Father Alameda clashed, their opposing faiths colliding like cosmic titans. With every ounce of strength, Father Andrew channeled the power of his convictions, his unwavering belief in a higher purpose and the redemption of souls. The malevolent spirit writhed in agony as it was consumed by the light of righteousness. In the aftermath of the battle, the truth was laid bare for all to see. The corruption within the church was exposed, casting a shadow that would forever alter the institution. Frankie, now free from the clutches of possession, embarked on a lifelong journey of self-discovery and healing, her wounds serving as a reminder of the battles she fought. Yet, amidst the chaos and revelation, Father Andrew found solace. He had become an instrument of change, reshaping the foundations of his faith and awakening a dormant spirituality within himself. The hidden gospel, once deemed forbidden, found its place in the annals of religious teachings, illuminating the minds and souls of those who sought the truth. As the dust settled, questions lingered in the air, a testament to the perennial mystery of faith and existence. The events that had unfolded had challenged the status quo, forcing individuals to confront their own beliefs and embrace the notion of hidden knowledge. The story of Frankie and Father Andrew would remain etched in the annals of history, a reminder that faith could be found even in the most unlikely of places and that the pursuit of truth was worth every hardship endured.